All right. Good morning. Whoo! Happy Monday, everybody. Hi, Rosa. Hi, Nicole. Good morning, Dia. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Yvonne. Good morning. Good morning, Misty. Hmm. Hi, Nancy. How is everyone doing this morning? How you feeling? Good morning, Janelle. Good morning, Julie. Hi, Kate. Good morning, Holly. Good morning, Jen. If you were my girlfriend, I'd let you cheat on me. If you were a chicken, you'd be impeccable. Wow. What is going on this morning? I'm still hung up on if you were my girlfriend, I'd let you cheat on me. That seems like very low self-confidence on your part. Good morning. Hi, Amanda. Hello. People are very strange, but thanks for coming here and telling me those things this morning. Really, really making me think. It's making me really think. Deep thoughts on TikTok. Hi, Nikki. Good morning, Anna. Hello, harmonious earth sound. Hi, Natalie. Rosa says she's feeling like a disheveled puppy. I mean, that sounds adorable. So, oh my lord. All right. Okay. Enough with me paying attention to these TikTok comments. Hi, everybody. Welcome to here. We're going to pull some cards and get some insight for the week ahead. We are on, where are we? April 24th. So we're snug in the middle of eclipse season, right? Snug in the middle of Mercury in retrograde. We're in the beginning of Taurus season, and we've pretty much burnt off the last of the Aries energy. So, how are you feeling? I already know how Rosa's feeling. She's a disheveled puppy. How are you? How is this past weekend been for you? I think I saw you on Friday. So how was the weekend? How's your energy? Let's do our 1 to 10. How are you feeling energetically? So 1 through 10. 1 is the lowest, 10 is the highest. And I don't mean like I have so much energy, but my energy feels like me. I feel like I'm here with myself, right? Not like I'm tired, but like do you know what I'm saying? Fully populated as self. We've got some mediums here. We've got a lot of medium energies, and then we've got a lot of eights. So, good morning. Hi, Cassie. Physically 5, got you. We've got 7, 6, and 6.5. Has anyone else been having some really like Piscean type dreams? Remember in Pisces season when the dreams were just like insane and so like almost like you, not almost, but like you were just in a totally different universe doing stuff, and then you woke up here in the morning. Has anybody been getting those dreams again? Because I am again, and they're insane. Like I feel like I'm definitely in a different dimension, not dreaming at all. So there's that. really intense dreams. Last night I had dreams like they were crazy, but like one element of the dreams I do remember is that there was this snake, like a lot of little snakes, but they had like bigger heads. So like in my dream, they were baby snakes, but they had these big heads and they had like diamond shaped heads. So they were poisonous, you know what I mean? And they just kept trying to bite me. And I would just be places and like in bed and like be like, oh, there's snakes around. And I remember like seeing this hand. This is my left hand. I had a puncture wound here and I had a puncture wound here. And I was like, I do not want to get bitten again by these damn snakes. Um, I felt like Samuel L. Jackson. Get these motherfucking snakes off this motherfucking plane. But when I looked that up, it was interesting because look up being bitten by a snake. It was pretty interesting. It was like in your dreams, it was like healing of emotional wounds. And I was like, hmm, I'll take that. I'll take that. Okay. I see many people are feeling that, so that's cool. So we're surfing that same energy wave. Hey Tiff. Hey Julie. Hi Maggie. Hello, hello, hello. Hi Beth. I had a dream. A cat peed in the bed. Wasn't my cat, wasn't my bed. There's nothing stinkier than cat pee. Fight me on that. Absolutely gross. Um, Melissa says, yes, my dream the other night was so realistic. Alessandra says, I normally don't remember my dreams. Last night dreams was intense. Yeah, yeah. All right, so we're all feeling it. We're gonna get right to business this morning because I have a 10 o'clock and you know how I can be on here, just rattling on. If you're new, welcome. It's Coffee and Magic. Let's talk about the energy and we pull cards. So this is my Wisdom of Avalon Oracle deck, and this is what I'll be pulling from this morning. I'm going to give you three things. You choose which one feels most aligned with you. That will then correspond with the message that comes through. I'm here Mondays and Fridays. Fridays at 10 and Mondays at 9. Okay? Okay. So this morning, we're doing animals. Are you ready for this? Animals. Thank you. It was a gift from my friend Sarah. I love it. I love the shape of it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to do animals this morning. The first one is a honey badger. Honey badger. Hi, Mara. The second one is a cocker spaniel. Honey badger, cocker spaniel. And the third one is a hairless cat. Exactly, Janelle. So, did you get all these choices? Honey badger, cocker spaniel, hairless cat. Those are your choices this morning. So, go ahead and pick, drop it in the comments. Honey badger, cocker spaniel, hairless cat. Oh, wow. There is actually an emoji for a badger. What's wrong, Kate? Honey badger, cocker spaniel, or hairless cat? What are you feeling this morning? Honey badger, cocker spaniel, hairless cat. And I'm shuffling. Oh, you cannot choose. If you cannot choose, you just choose all three and you just like grab pieces from each one. Okay. Yeah, just go with the flow, Kristen. You know the drill with this coffee and magic stuff. Okay. So I'm shuffling now for honey badger. Again, you're choosing from honey badger, cocker spaniel, or hairless cat. Those are the ones that you're choosing from. So pick it. Okay. Which one did you pick? This is the first time you only picked one in probably a year. Tell me which one you picked, Christine. Are we having issues focusing this morning? It's not an issue. It's all expansive, multifaceted, everything all at once. All right, so I have your honey badger on deck and ready. Tell me when you're ready, and I'll show you what the cards are. So you just let me know. Mm. Mm. Instagram? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Sarah. It's like a thing. Everyone in all three areas has to say yes, they're ready, and then I feel like I can proceed. So thank you. All right, this is your honey badger. If you're just joining us, your choices are honey badger, cocker spaniel, or hairless cat. This is honey badger. The horse. The serpent, just like my dream. Perception. All right, let's see what Honey Badger has to say this morning. So we've got the horse, the serpent, and perception. Okay, so these two are coming first. So it's the serpent and the horse together. Good morning, nurse. It's the serpent and the horse together. And the horse is all about accepting help and also delegating, right? So accepting help and realizing that some of the accepting of the help might be giving some of your responsibility to somebody else, like allowing somebody else to do something. Don't shoot the messenger. Oh my goodness. You're all, I can like feel the energy like, no. I'll do it myself and it'll be done right. And then I'll just complain that nobody ever helps me. Okay. So, but this isn't, these are going together this morning, right? So the serpent and the horse are going together. So what happens when you put that together? Asking for help, delegating, along with the healing energy and the knowledge that comes with the serpent. The reason that you need to clear your plate a little bit and increase your bandwidth is because you're receiving a lot of insight right now that needs to be integrated, right? A lot of new understanding is coming through. And how can you integrate that new understanding and make adjustments that need to be made for you in your life, right? If you also feel like you have to do everything for everybody all the time and you can't trust other people to help or to assist. So there's also an old program that's being chafed up against for you right now. And that's why perception card is here. And it's the program that says if you don't do it all by yourself, it doesn't count. Okay. How many of you who chose Honey Badger kind of still have that program running in the background that says like if you don't do it all yourself, it doesn't really count. You didn't really do it. It's worth more if you did it all yourself without any help from anybody. Who still has that program bumping around in there? Nobody does? No one has that program? Okay, some of us do then. So this if you are in that space where you're rubbing up against that program, that this message for you is going to be that it does still count. In fact, it more than counts. It's actually part of the process of your manifesting. Okay? Perception is the filter, right? Through which we see the world around us and create meaning for us personally. Nobody else experiences the world quite like you do. And that's important to know because while we can find other people who are very like minded, who see things very similarly, they don't need to see things exactly the same because they can't. So you don't need to be like anybody else. But you do need to make decisions that work within your perception because otherwise, if you're working and making decisions based on other people's perceptions, it's going to feel misaligned for you. And it's going to always be exhausting. It's going to be draining and it's going to feel just, that slight bit off that just it doesn't fit. So, again, my honey badger friends, asking for help doesn't mean that you didn't do it. It doesn't count and it's not enough. Asking for help is often an integral part of the process of getting exactly what you want. Okay. And we're looking at perceptions and those programs connected to how you perceive the world around you. Okay. So that is your honey badger message for this morning. There is a feeling for me that probably like a quarter of you who chose honey badger um, are going there's another card one of the other ones is also for you and we'll kind of dovetail with this and make it make more sense, but for some of you this was the one. Does that make sense? Okay, so if you're just joining us, our choices this morning are honey badger, cocker spaniel, and hairless cat. We just did honey badger. So then if you're just joining, maybe your choices are Cocker Spaniel and Hairless Cat. So choose, drop it in the comments. And again, you can always catch the replay on my IGTV or on YouTube. Okay? All right. We are shuffling now for Cocker Spaniel. You don't see them around so much. Back when I was a kid, that was like, I think they were like really overbreeding the Cocker Spaniels. It was like the golden retriever of the time. And my first dog was a Cocker Spaniel named Max, and we got him from the Humane Society, and he was really well trained. Like, if you told him to sit and stay, he would stay. He would never jump on any furniture. Um, AKA my sister and I and my mother, because I was little, we thought he was very boring, and we needed to break him of all his training. And it turns out his previous owner had trained him like that because he had a little bit of a problem where if he like jumped up on a bed or a couch, he thought it was his better couch and then he would like growl at you. So yeah, we really fixed him up, but he was the best. Max was a good boy. Anyhow, Cocker Spaniel and Hairless Cat. Wow. Okay. Tell me when you're ready, my Cocker Spaniel friends. Okay. So do you remember when we did this last time maybe? And it was oh God, I can't remember which one it was. I don't even know. Okay, whatever. It was some sort of flower that was really lovely. It was a honeysuckle, and it was all about like a letting go, right? Did you choose that one last time too? If you chose this one, because look what we've got. We've got the risk, letting go, and the truth. And I don't remember what exactly the cards were for last time, but it feels like vibe. Feels like vibe. Yeah, death was in honeysuckle for sure. Okay, so this is going to be like a continuation of that message, it feels like. So we've got risk, letting go, and the truth. What if, what if letting go was not letting go? What, because letting go the way that it's phrased is it's a very action oriented phrasing, right? It's like it's imagining you're holding on to something, you got to let go. You got to let it go, right? But what if we shift our perception on what letting go actually means with actually just being in a state of flow, right? Being the rocks beneath the water and understanding that the water is going to always be flowing, right? And we don't have to catch it. It's okay. Enjoy each time the water caresses the top of your stony body and over time softens it and makes it delightful. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, instead of making it an action, what if it was just a way of being where you allow things to come and you allow them to go instead of feeling like you ever have to capture them? Does that hit for you? Do you see what I'm saying? So, if we live in that state of mind, there's not really going to be a time when we have to pry our cold, dead fingers off of something because we would have enjoyed the passing moments we have and understood that more is always coming, right? Even if we take this metaphor like right down to the bones, sometimes we're in a drought and water is not passing over us and we dry up and we think, will there ever be water again? We know intellectually that there will be, right? We know it's going to rain one of these days and then all of the waters are going to start flowing again and it's going to be fine, right? So that's kind of where we're at with this one. It's letting go as a state of mind and a state of being as opposed to an action verb. um, okay, does that make sense? You with me with that one? Now, when you find that space where you're like, yep, just flow, it feels a little scary because what's actually happening when you are holding on tight to something, right, is a few things. You are actually preventing yourself, or you think you are, you think you're preventing yourself from possibly getting very hurt because you're holding really tight and putting all of your energy into that instead of seeing what's actually happening and the consequences of that holding on, right? So if you're not in that state, if you're just in a state of like being open and receptive, you also have to be open and receptive. You also have to take the risk, right, of seeing what the truth of a situation is right away instead of later when we pull your cold, dead fingers off of it. That means when an energy passes over you and you say, I don't like it, it doesn't feel right to me. Your first instinct isn't to say, let me argue with myself and explain all the ways why this is okay, even though I don't feel it is, right? Instead of that, you say, this doesn't feel right for me at this time, I'm going to let it pass, right? So, Cocker Spaniel people, this is the next level up from the death of an energy and letting go. This is what happens next. This is how you put into place a new way of being that will make it so that you don't ever have to be in that space where you have to just actively let go of something because you would have never been actively holding on to begin with. Sometimes an energy will float into your life and it will organically, naturally settle in for a while. Think of it like a little pool, right? And you will enjoy that pool, and maybe little fishes will come live there, and you'll have the best time splashing around. And then maybe a big rainstorm will come and move that energy out, and that's okay. Can you enjoy the moment that you had with that energy? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, It's all about letting things go where they need to go and not, fucking with them and getting in the middle and saying, no, you got to stay right here. So it's a very present type of message. That is your Cocker Spaniel. And your last one is going to be the hairless cat. All right. Make sure I shuffle this really good. All right. Did the Cocker Spaniel hit for my Cocker Spaniel friends? Okay. Tell me when you're ready. I've got your hairless cat here. I miss having cat energy in the house. I will say that. But on the plus side, I do have a lot of plant energy right now. So that's good. All right. Here's your hairless cat. Look who's back. Oh, wow. It's the risk card. Ooh, it's the movement card. Lots of vibes on this one. And it is the bee. All right. All right. So here's the thing. Did you pick Cocker Spaniel and hairless cat? Because if so, double down on that message for yourself. But this is going to take it, it's like the next part of that story, right? So you've heard that you don't need to clutch on to things, and you're moving into a space now, right, where you're like, fine, I'll attempt this idea of allowing life to flow and not grab things. Cool. So now, assuming that you have stepped into that space, you're in a place of movement. Okay. The movement that's happening for you is very inevitable energy. Um, it's gravity at this point. Okay. You put yourself in a place where there's no choice but to feel that urge, that urge to like fling yourself off the building. You know that feeling, I know that's weird, but like everybody knows what it's I forget what it's called, but everybody is knows what I'm talking about, I'm sure. Where you're like you go somewhere high and like your first thought is, "Oh no, my whole body wants to fly off of this thing." And you're like, "The fuck?" It's kind of like that inevitable feeling like, "Oh, here we go," Except you're not flinging yourself off of a building. You're flinging yourself into the life that you've created and you've been asking for. Whee! But it feels crazy, doesn't it? It feels like that's not safe, right? The metaphor of the building is going to fall apart here, but you keep going with me because it is dangerous to fling yourself off of a building, but it's not dangerous to fling yourself into the life you've created. Do you see what I mean? So, just disclaimer, don't do that. But do this. So, it's you've done so much rearranging and so much work and like some all these things and like now what's left to do but like hop on in, right? And again, it's inevitable. So we talked about this metaphor last time about me wanting to jump into that cenote and standing on the platform and like just doing the gotta pee dance for a while until I finally just jumped in. It's that energy, right? There's nothing for you to do now except jump in. So whenever you're ready, the bee is here. And the bee is sweet victory, my friends. It's like, yeah, you did it. You did it. Woohoo, right? Okay. Everyone's clapping. They're like, thank God she finally or he finally joined us. Like, amazing. Amazing that you did it. Good morning, Sarah. Hi, Carrie. So again, not holding on tight is a way of living, okay? And it may not make sense to a lot of people, but do you make sense to a lot of people? And do you wish to? Right? Because personally, I don't think I do make sense to a lot of people. I mean, let me rephrase that. I didn't make sense to a lot of people in my life. And it wasn't until I put my real self out there that I started to attract people who respond well to the way I am naturally without having to curate my image or energy to fit somebody else's comfort level. Like I'm here on the internet in my pajamas, right? Usually, every time. And this is me. I'm just me. I'm Sarah. This is all that there is and all there ever will be, but it's changing all the time. You're here attracted to connecting with me this morning because we're vibing, right? We're vibing on a similar wave. Like and you wouldn't know if you vibe with me or not if I was pretending to be somebody who I am not. So, really, moving into this space, you can't lose because any energy that comes to you after you jump is going to be aligned with you. It's going to receive you and you're going to receive it and it's going to feel really good. So, living a life that is aligned doesn't mean a life that's free of conflict. It doesn't mean everything is like quote unquote perfect, right? But there is a level of stability in your energy that you're rooted into in this alignment. And that is perfect as anything ever can be. And it's the truth. And once you're rooted into that, everything around you can do whatever it needs to do because you're going to be fine. You're home, your roots are home, which leaves plenty of room for the rest of you to wind around, discover new things, have experiences, and always know that you're still rooted into your own energy, into your own home, into your own space. So sometimes you'll have experiences that feel really good. Sometimes you'll have experiences that hurt. Some things are scary. Some things are very like high energy. Some things are low energy, all good, all part of whatever we're doing here. But the main thing is you're rooted into this foundation that you've created that is aligned with you and it feels really good. So that is your hairless cat for this morning. Happy Monday. I hope that you have an awesome week. This week, energetically, is going to be as interesting as it may sound. It's going to be a little bit of a breather, okay, for some of us, for most of us. And when I say that, I mean the energy will flow a little bit less bananarama, okay? Because we have to prepare ourselves for that Scorpio full moon, okay, and the lunar eclipse. So just enjoy the moments that arrive and take what you need from them, right? Like enjoy the moments that arrive. Take note of them. Collect them in your journal, right? Notice the good things because we're really good at noticing when things don't feel good and we're less adept at noticing when they do feel good. Notice all of those things, all of the things because they're all available to you right now. It's going to be a very good week. I love you guys. I'm so grateful for all of you. Have an awesome Monday. I will be back on Friday at 10 a.m. and we'll do this again. Okay? Mwah! Love you guys.